So I've seen this post everywhere.
Hey, so I think I want to buy a house from that guy over there. Oh, great. I can help you do that. I'm a realtor.
And honestly, I mostly agree with it, with one small exception, but that exception changes everything. I'm Michael Hausam, an active real estate broker here in Southern California, in the business for about 25 years. I'm also the founder of House Advantage, where I help consumers get better results and know what should be happening in their transaction, because real estate mistakes can be incredibly expensive, and oftentimes folks don't even know when they're making them.
Oh, cool. What is it that you do? I contact the seller's realtor. And then they contact the seller. And then the seller tells the realtor what they want to do. And then I tell you. Oh, yeah. I could probably just go do that.
So this thing has gone totally viral, and it is absolutely hilarious, and it seems to make a ton of sense.
I could probably just go do that.
Now, of course, she's 100% right. But here's the important point that this video makes dead on correct. If an agent is merely transferring information, there's no need for that agent, even if they're working for free. Access is not strategy, and being a messenger isn't representation.
But I have an expertise. Oh, okay. What do you advise? Well, I think you should go buy a house from that guy.
Previously, I did a video on a basic and essential question that every single home buyer or seller should ask a realtor. What is it that you do? You can watch this by clicking right here on the banner over my shoulder. The answer that an agent gives to this question should be immediate and compelling. It should clearly explain the things that the client cannot do on their own and the things that no other realtor in the marketplace is doing. Without unique and meaningful actions focused on what the client needs and wants, it's all just a big waste of time and money.
Wait. There's another bid. What? Yep, there's another bid. You have to come up higher. How do you know that? Realtors talk to other realtors. But this house has been on the market for a month with nothing, and then all of a sudden there's a bid right when I want to bid. That's a great point. That's real estate for you. It's the market is, and it's you're gonna have to bid higher. But I already told you how much money I can spend. Yeah, well then the other bidder is gonna get it. Who is the other bidder? I can't say. What did they bid? I can't say. Are they even a real person? I can't say. Okay, what if they bid lower? Then I would just be bidding higher for no reason. Okay. Counter argument, it'd be safer if you bid more.
Come up higher? Maybe not. Many times I've helped buyers get houses when they weren't the highest bidder. An elite agent is going to create leverage using tactics that can change a seller's mind and behavior and their thinking. But even more importantly, they're going to be able to explain exactly to the client what they're doing and why. But in this clip, the only tool the agent has is pay more. But the buyer doesn't realize that there are other options either. So this is a big miss on both sides. Not only do you not want this agent, you don't want to be this buyer either.
Can I ask you a question? Shoot. How do you get paid? On commission. For the price of the house. Mm-hmm. So if I bid more, you get more. Correlation, not causation. Sounds like causation to me. Did you want the house or not? Because it's going to go quick. Oh, shoot. Okay, yes. Bid more. Great. It's yours. Just like that? Yes. So I won. I had the highest bid. Sure. Yeah. And I'll take my check for $50,000, please. That's what you get paid for 4 minutes of work. This is a scam. I got scammed. Oh, no, don't worry. You don't pay me. The seller does. So he got scammed? Oh, definitely. Is that why you all have Range Rovers? I gotta get my real estate license.
Now, about commission. People love arguing about who's paying it, the buyer or the seller, and how much it is. Well, here's the reality. The buyer funds the entire transaction. All of the fees and everything come from the same exact place, the buyer's money. Think about this. When you go to Nordstrom to buy a pair of shoes, the person that helps you gets a 10% commission from the money you handed over. The real issue isn't who technically pays the commission, it's whether the value justifies the cost. Great agents don't justify their fee, they actually make it irrelevant. Now, I do not think that most agents are scam artists in the sense of knowingly taking advantage of folks, but a large percentage of buyers and sellers receive very little value from their agents, and that is a huge problem. And my goal is permanently to put a stop to that. The national numbers indicate that about 7 out of 10 agents sell one house every other month or less. That basically means they're practicing real estate part-time. But people still hire these agents, usually because they're a friend or a family member or a referral. Here's a real-life example that just happened to me within the last week. I was at an open house this past Saturday, and I ran into a couple. I'd met them several years ago, and I didn't remember them at all, but they remembered me. Well, turns out I did have their names in my phone, and I found a text thread back from March of 2023. Well, what happened, they ended up hiring an agent that was a referral from a close family friend. And it was a complete nightmare. They ended up taking the house off the market, totally frustrated and disappointed. They explained to me all the various things that this agent did and didn't do. And frankly, she was just like the agent in this video. So now they're starting over. Tons of time, energy wasted, and the houses that they would have bought way back then are that much more expensive. And so are interest rates. But here's the thing that bothered me the most. They had no idea how to evaluate the agent they hired. They had no framework. They had no knowledge to allow them to spot incompetence early. They paid in time and stress and market movement. They paid dearly, and it didn't have to happen. If they had known what should have been happening, their outcomes would have been totally different. So your next step is simple. Download my guide on how to find and hire the right kind of realtor. Step number 2, register for my free live workshop. Or there's other tools on the site that are available for you as well. Now, this isn't a pitch to hire me. It's about making sure that you're equipped to operate from a position of knowledge and strength. The worst outcomes I see in real estate don't come from commissions or mediocre work. They actually come from silence. Buyers and sellers who have no idea what should be happening, and they're just victims of their own lack of knowledge.